the Raiders feel like they're trying to get back to the Raider way. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, I don't know if Russ is but Russ is talent.
Yeah.
If you go in there and win, who cares? I guess.
He's affordable. Yeah, he's affordable, and you could count on him at least for 2 years, don't you think?
And he'll show up.
Yeah.
He'll show up every single day. He'll be a good leader.
They were one of the original teams when he left Seattle that he put on his list. And I know it's not, but like the Sierra connection
residency.
With like a Vegas residency. Like I think that was initially pitched. It's like, okay, well, she would be on board with like moving their family there and everything as well.
What are some of Sierra's songs? What are some of Sierra's songs?
I'd know them if I heard them. I couldn't
Loosen up
name.
some
Let me see you
She's
1-2 step.
Oh, there it is.
She's got some hits, man.
Yeah.
She can
I don't
dance.
know. They smoking cigars in Vegas. I don't know if he fit that one.
But he could.
Smoking big cigars.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Raider, I don't know, like Raider way, I don't think Russell Wilson immediately.
But
personally.
it could be Revenge Russ. Like, what if he just does a 180 and he just says, you know what?
Heel Russ?
I'm going to be the baddest motherfucker in this entire league.
What if he does come walk? What if there's like a full-on...
Yeah. Pissed. He's wearing like cut-offs now.
shirt, yeah.
His Team 3 social media assistant manager puts a video out of him walking next to his Bentley Rolls Royce.
Hollywood Hogan painted on beard,
sunglasses.
Yeah.
They give a PowerPoint on like Roman Reigns and the bloodline. Like, hey, this is what we're thinking for your next season.
Revenge Russ.
Yes.
Just like how The Rock had a 21-minute promo
Yep.
Do you think
where he said, fudge your story to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson walks out of that house, does his thing, and goes up to the camera and goes, fudge Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Connor kind of suggested that Team 3 is pitching Russ on pitch decks where his next location should be and what the storyline and his character should be at that location.
Agreed. He's a movie character.
Yeah.
Revenge Russ is not a bad chapter.
Yep, exactly.
Not at all.
And he can still go to Minnesota. And
What if
be
he comes out with an act? What if he's featured? Pac, would you put him on?
No, please.
Yep.
Well, yeah, come on.
Pac, put Russell Wilson on the song.
Remix on
not
SOB.
getting on SOB.
Come on.
Yeah, let him on stand on business.
Standing on like a wax figure of Sean Payton,
Oh.
Russell Wilson.
No, what Russ would do is if it would actually be the words business spelled out. Like 15 feet tall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
Business.
And he would just be walking across the top of it.
Massive letters.
Staying there, walking on business, as he's doing it.
He's standing on business. What he getting paid not to play right now?
$39 million.
He can dance too.
SOB.
Hey, he did.
Dance well.
That's an incredible.
Unbelievable.
Before even touching the field over there, signs a 5-year extension that he won't even make it to with his original contract ending before he was let go from the team.
Mm-hmm.
He now can literally go anywhere and play for $1.2 million.
Yep.
And there's going to be a lot of teams. And, you walk around and you talk about stuff, and we at the Combine, and we on here just say the salary cap's fake.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And I know there's a lot of people that have got on board with that. And we were just a tiny little internet show whenever we were yelling that from the top of the mountains about salary cap gymnastics that can take place. If your team wants a player, they can figure out how to leverage the future into keeping the player. And then they can kick the can down the road, they say. Kick the can down the road. You're going to have to get that can sometime, but then as soon as you get there, guess what you can do again? You can just kick that son of a bitch again.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, you're just working up the strength in your leg, and you're kicking that same can 10, 15 times down the road.
Yep.
Inevitably, you're going to have to get there. But as the salary cap continues to grow by $30 million from one year to the next, it's like the contracts that you sign for the future or the can that you kick in the future can fit in a lot easier whenever you decide to move on. Like the $85 million that the Denver Broncos are choosing not to have access to so that they can move on from Russell Wilson. That's a massive number, obviously 35-6 and 49-4 or 35-4, 49-6, whatever the math is there for the 6 and the 4 becoming the whole to make this thing the $85 million, whatever it is. It's like, that's a wild move. But I assume in Sean Payton's eyes, he thinks maybe the salary cap's going to jump again. So like that next $49.6 million, it's like obviously a lot, but still a lot of money to build a team with, which even more so makes me think kicking a can down the road right now is the best time to do it.
Yeah.
Like right now is the best time to do it.
You're not there when it comes time to, what do they say, to cash in or it comes due. You might not even be there. There's a great chance if you're the GM, if you're probably, You might not be there. So let's try to win right now, and then we'll figure it out at the end. Because with this salary cap continuing to go up and up, and they know it's going to, it will continue to go up.
No doubt.
You can just magically find a way to fit all these guys in.
Look at this. Can we get this thing on, the big one here? Yeah, the backboard. Look at these numbers. Okay, 1994, the salary cap was $34,608,000. Hey, thanks for all the hard work back there, boys.
Good work.
Good work. Way to put on a program and throw your heads around and destroy people
Built the league.
to get the game all the way to 2020, where it was 198 million, which seems big. 2021, 182. Remember, something happened.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We don't know what.
A thing happened.
I mean,
We're learning a lot about it now, more so than we had back then. In the moment, it existed. There was a tallying of audience members as cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
This weekend at the Super Bowl, there will be 5,000 humans scattered safely distanced apart, and there will be 45,000 cardboard cutouts.
Nice.
Cardboard cutouts will be there. That was being promoted at one point in 2020. So they dropped down. Wow, that's the first time they dropped down in the league's history. They must be dead. They must be screwed. Fast forward to 2023, 224 million. Holy shit, compared to 1994. And then you go to this year, 255 million. That's the biggest jump that is ever made from one year to the next. And with more streaming services, more sports gambling, more ratings, more eyes, more money, that thing's only going to continue to go. So when you kick that can down the road, that can might be this size whenever you kick it. But by the time we get there, that can might be this size in the salary cap. So if you want somebody, you can have them. In the salary cap, gymnastics have been happening. The Rams had to pay the piper a little bit. The Saints have had to pay the piper a couple different times, even though they've remained a solid football team. But it's like with a lot of these conversations with the people that are actually in charge and feel like they, are obligated to have good books and not just kick the can down the road because that is, avoiding accountability and everything like that. It's like $1.2 million Russell Wilson, even $5 million Russell Wilson.
Sure.
Is like a very, very, very good number for teams to be very interested in Russell Wilson. What a babyface turn. Him making $40 million still.
Yeah.
He's still going to make $39 million.
Yes.
No matter what.
He's still getting that money. He's still for the revenge Russ.
Yeah.
Team 3 social media team,
With a bag.
arm strength team, quad team.
Right.
I think he has 2 feet doctors.
Yeah, he does.
Shoe team.
Cardio team.
Stationary bike guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Builds the bike.
Of course.
Builds the bike.
And gas mask
the
guy that
mask.
wears the VO2 max. While you're doing it.
And then travel with pads, the Monaco guy.
Yep.
That's a very important member of the team.
Very.
Very important member.
Helmet is separate.
So he'll still be making $39 million, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Earned it. Congratulations on the deal. But all anybody's going to view him in his eyes, it's a $3 million quarterback right now.
Yeah.
He is like a full babyface turn happening while getting broken off. Congrats to Russ. It sucks that this has happened for him, but congrats to him being belle of the ball probably pretty soon.
I mean, look at the teams we're talking about, too. Like Minnesota, that might be one of, if not the best wide receiver, tight end, wide receiver combo when it comes to Addison, Jefferson, and Hawkinson. And then you go to the Raiders, it's like, oh, who do they have? Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, they just paid. Like all these situations, and even Atlanta, like Bijan, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London, and you might say like Kyle Pitts isn't good. Kyle Pitts hasn't played with anybody.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's give him a chance with one guy like a Kirk Cousins who is coming off before he got
Or Russ.
or Russ, or Fields. Like there are plenty of guys. It feels like